Knicks. What is happening? What's going on? I never thought that in my 40s I would see this. But we are here, right? Knicks are up 2-0. They beat the Spurs again, 105-104 in a thriller. The Knicks were down early in that game. They stormed back in the second quarter to take the lead into halftime. Dot pretty much dominated the game in the third quarter, up to about 3 minutes left into the fourth quarter. Knicks were up 12. And I go ahead and open my big mouth. Oh, silence that. It's over. It's over. Pack it up. And then, you know, they were the fans of San Antonio, they're cheering. They're getting all happy now. People are standing up in their chairs. And me and Silence are watching the game, and all of a sudden, they pan to these two nuns in the crowd. And I'm just like, what is this? What is this? Yeah, I didn't want to be mean, but I did say some stuff like, these two unattractive women on the TV. I didn't know they were nuns. You know what I mean? But it's just like, why did you do this? And it felt weird, right? Like it was just like divine intervention, right? Like you put these two nuns on the screen, and then tragedy happens to the Spurs. Stephon Castle, what are you doing, man? Like, Wemby gets the rebound, and as a big man, you're looking for your guards to be able to outlet the ball so you can advance the ball past half court. Stephon Castle turns his back and is just walking, running up court, not watching the ball. Wemby passes it off his back and looks at him like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So the Knicks end up getting the ball back because Stephon Castle fouls Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson hits one free throw, misses the second one, and that's the game. That's pretty much the game, right? Knicks survive, but they're up 2-0. Monday night. Not even Monday night. Monday period. Once people wake up, what was it, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., shut the city down. I don't think anybody's going to work that day. Especially people who live in that area, who live in Brooklyn, Queens, man. No one's going to work, and I don't blame you. Whether people can get fired, or they're going to use their PTO time, or whatever it is, nobody's going to work. Hell, I may not go to work. I may be out there. There's no way I don't think that I can be able to miss this event. I might have to be out there. I wish you could be able to come with me, Silent Assassin, we'd be able to get some footage. I don't know how we'll figure it out. But this is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like even like the regular playoff series, like how even in the past, like last year as well, like how the fans were in the streets, like that was like a whole event in itself. So now the finals finally here in New York at MSG. I can't imagine it's probably going to be even triple the size of the crowds and the people going crazy. And if they win, the next game, and I can't imagine what the last game is going to be like.
This place is going to be like Gotham City. It's going to burn. Yeah. It's going to burn in a good way. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, like, we were talking about it. It's like when the Red Sox won that first championship after having the drought. Red Sox fans were just like, what the fuck do we do now? Mm-hmm. Like, we've been downtrodden, and like we've known how to manage and cope with loss, but we're winners now. Mm-hmm. Just like the Cubs fans are just like, what do we do now?
It's kind of like, I don't know, imposter syndrome, but like the Knicks are actually playing good. Like they just didn't get there, and now like they're failing. Like it's actually like everything's clicking and still working, and they still have, what is it, like 13 or 14 games now?
13 straight.
13, which is crazy. And even to do it in the playoffs, is even crazier to kind of go on a streak like that.
Historic. Yeah. It's historic. Mm-hmm. There's not many teams that have won that many games straight in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
The 2001 Los Angeles Lakers, and I would have to go into history and see others, but the Knicks are right there.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers that year, they lost one game the entire playoff run. You know which game that was? Game 1 of the NBA Finals. It went to overtime and they lost because Allen Iverson had a historic game. Scored 50-something points, I think that was in game 1. But you know what happened after that? Beat down. Beat down for the rest of the series. So they went 16-1 for the entire playoffs.
That's crazy.
It's the most dominant playoff run I've ever seen.
That's like a whole football season.
Yeah.
Just like going
Yeah.
crazy like that, yeah.
100%. This right here, when you think about it, it's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Their overall record for the playoffs right now, they're 14-2. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to you, I was talking to my man Kev, I was talking to a lot of people. Shouts to Casa, I was talking to him too earlier about it. And I said to them, and it rings true, who this team reminds me of, right? And I want to go ahead and give this team the props. This team reminds me of the 2011 Dallas Mavericks. The Lakers were the defending 2-time champs going into that playoff run. The Dallas Mavericks decimated them. We're talking about the 2-time defending champions. Got pushed to the wayside by this team that was just, they were good, but nobody thought that they were great. But they were good. They were really good, and they had perfect synergy. Everybody knew their role. Everybody accepted their role. They were well coached. All of these things just happened, and there was just this groundswell. This runaway train just came out of nowhere. Anybody that got in their way got knocked out of the way. If they were down 10, they would go on a 12-0 run. If they were down 20, they would find a way to go on a 25-0 run. If the game was in reach, they would pull away and blow you out. There was nothing that you could do to that team. Not even the Miami Heat with LeBron James, with Dwayne Wade, with Chris Bosh, with Pat Riley. Nobody was dealing with them. Not Kobe Bryant, not Pau Gasol, no one could deal with the Dallas Mavericks. This is where we are right now with the New York Knicks. 2011 Dallas Mavericks welcome the 2026 New York Knickerbockers. This team is tough. They're resilient. They do not give up. It doesn't matter if they're down 20, they will find a way. If they're down 10, they will find a way. If they go ahead and have a back and forth, they will find their way to have some type of luck lean their way, i.e. tonight. What are the odds that a kid like Stephon Castle, that has played basketball his entire life, has played guard and forward his entire life, knowing that when a big man gets the rebound, the first avenue that big man is going to look for is to you to be able to go get the ball and advance the ball past half court to be able to set up an offense? What are the odds? What are the odds that in that situation where you've done countless times in practice, in games, that same situation, left side on the outlet, big man gets the rebound, he kicks the ball to you, you advance the ball. Hundreds of times this has happened to Stephon Castle. And on the biggest stage of his life, where he's having a really, really bad game because he's had some careless, senseless, just bonehead turnovers tonight, he doesn't remember to turn around to get the ball after being able to do this hundreds of times in your life. This is how you know that when those lights get bright and the pressure is on, some guys just don't want to be there. Stephon Castle's a young player. I don't want to beat up on him, and I won't. But that cannot happen. No matter how bad you're playing, you cannot have a bad mistake like that. Because that mistake costs your team game 2 of the NBA Finals. And now you have to go into the greatest madhouse in basketball to be able to try to win a game. Good luck. I don't think you've ever watched Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome. Go ahead and watch that movie, or just watch clips of that movie. That's what the Garden is going to be like. Being able to going in there, I don't even want to know how that's going to feel for an opposing team. The Knicks may end up scoring 190 points in that game in game 3 just because of the energy that's going to be in that place. The history. You got Patrick Ewing, you're going to have Sprewell, Allen Houston, Walt Clyde Frazier, all of these people that are there. All of the celebrities that are going to be on Celebrity Row. You got the crazy people in the bleachers. You got the nut jobs outside having parties. People have food trucks that are designed with like 9 TVs on them. That environment, I don't wish on Stephon Castle. Because if this moment was too big for him, you might not be able to play him in game 3. And that's another thing. Mitch Johnson, head coach of the Spurs. What are you doing? Why is Stephon Castle your main ball handler? Why don't you have De'Aaron Fox as your main ball handler? He's a point guard. Why is he off the ball? You might have to switch this up. You might have to start Dylan Harper. You might have to put De'Aaron Fox on the ball. And you might have to have Stephon Castle come off the ball. Stephon Castle's never played point guard in his life like that. When he was at UConn, he played off ball, shooting guard, small forward. Like, why is he playing primary guard? You got to make adjustments. That's not a good thing right now. And I'm sure he's going to make the adjustment, but watching that game, I saw a kid shrink in real time. As the turnovers and the bad basketball continued, it just snowballed. It just continued to snowball. And instead of you course correcting and taking his ass out of the game, you kept him in there. Those are the situations as a coach you have to recognize in real time, because if you don't, you're dead in the water. The Knicks are getting the bounces that a championship team gets. Every team in every playoff run has to have some type of luck. This is the Knicks' luck right here. What we're witnessing is a runaway train. What we're witnessing potentially is one of the greatest runs by one of the teams that you don't consider one of the greatest historical teams of all time go on. We are looking at the Dallas Mavericks of 2026.